they'll just try to live with the one for a little while, and then they'll swap it out for the other, and then we'll see who they pick at the altar.
They could do like 2 weeks.
They could all be at the altar, and then they could dismiss one, you know?
Dismiss one? You're dismissed!
Hello.
Whoa, you went for it. You're antsy.
I'm ready.
You're really...
So ready to see that last episode.
You're really... Okay, so we are... hi, I'm Mitch.
I'm Ashley.
And we're Memory Ash, and we're watching the final episode of this run of Love is Blind. Season 6, episode 9. Called The Secret Rendezvous.
I don't like it.
There was that preview of Chelsea being like, you her. There's going to be... I don't know, but people are saying she's making up. But then also...
If he's meeting her in secret, no.
Totally inappropriate.
And Chelsea's been cheated on. Like, listen.
That's honestly really up. Because then you're doing it to somebody who already has some on that.
Don't do that.
Not that you should be doing it to anybody, but...
Also, like, cheating is just such a heinous, awful thing that just, like,
it's like really, emotional violence, basically. It is.
Yeah. My personal opinion, you do not have to agree with me, is that cheating is emotional abuse, and no.
It's probably almost exclusively abuse.
I know there are times where people cheat where it's not, or where it's more of like a forced situation. Like, I've heard of people that have been cheated on and then cheat. Like, there are times, right? And I'm willing to allow for that. But most of the time when there is cheating, I believe that's abusive behavior. I don't think it's appropriate to be engaging in. Like, you're an adult and your relationship first.
Yeah.
Like,
and your relationship or have an open relationship.
Sure.
And then it's not cheating.
Yes.
Because cheating should really never happen.
Right,
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. My gears. They're grinding, you know?
Should we hop right into it?
I'm so mad. Yeah, let's just do it. Oh, no.
All right, we're going in. Wish us luck.
Yeah. It's not going to be good. I already know it's not going to be good. And they're going to leave us. You know what they're going to do? They're going to leave us.
They always do.
At the end, on a cliffhanger. And I'm not going to be able to handle it. I'm going to be sick for days until the new ones come out.
They're getting tough. Oh, there she is. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Oh, we didn't clap when it started. Is that what you meant? Oh, you're right.
Did we clap it in? I asked. Yeah.
you know that if I'm like fervently like pro something, it probably didn't happen. Is
great.
So good I can't ignore.
Why? I'm just confused why everybody's chasing Jim. Not to say like he's not like a ugly dude or anything, but like I don't see what's special about him. He does have a unique voice to me. I also don't live in the South.
He's fine.
He's not even fine. He kind of sucks.
He does kind of suck, yeah. It's like resource scarcity is part of it. You know, like people are like, oh, we're fighting over him, so I must win.
Some people said that. They said that he became more valuable because there's another woman that wanted him.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And that makes perfect
I agree
sense.
with that.
And that's when the letter came out.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I don't even know where this conversation stemmed from. Is it because I told you, like, you didn't kiss me once yesterday?
So he left.
Because it was a lie. You lied to him. You lied to him to try and get him to be more physically affectionate with him. And you did it in a weird childlike voice. That's the problem.
So I felt a little smothered. But it can only make us stronger.
Can being smothered make you stronger?
I don't think so. Stage 5 clinger. Stage 5.
Stage 5.
You really need to work on your delivery.
He does.
Yeah, because when he said it, it was rude and dismissive and like kind of like added on passive aggressively to another fight. Yeah. And that's annoying.
I think what's happening, and I don't want to defend him, but I think he's getting annoyed as she's constantly doing these like, do you love me? Do you love me? I need you to love me. Tell me you love me. Kiss me. All that stuff. And then he's like, I'm doing it. You're being clingy.
I plan to be with you forever.
Until he sees Jessica. Sees her in person.
Like,
I don't he's such a bull.
This fight is not over because he didn't tell her that he tried to friend her or whatever and then revoked it.
You stress me out, boy. Don't leave me again.
Ever.
You initiated it, and I am happy you initiated it, so please don't.
So they fought and then they had sex when he got back?
I guess.
I don't like them together. I know that.
Yeah.
And I don't trust that man, and I don't trust her either.
We know he's gonna meet Jessica.
She's like single white femaling Jessica, and he's gonna cheat on her.
Absolutely. I think it just becomes down to for the rendezvous. Is it Jessica and him, or is it this guy and Sarah? Because they're both trying to.
That's true.
There's all these DMs and.
I know.
Somebody's got to be the smart one here.
Which honestly, I don't know. I would like to see those other couples, frankly.
Yeah, let's switch it up a little bit. It's like speed dating, right?
Right. They'll just try to live with the one for a little while, and then they'll swap it out for the other, and then we'll see who they pick at the altar.
They could do like 2 weeks.
They could all be at the altar, and then they could dismiss one, you know?
Dismiss one? You're dismissed!
I don't get nervous very often, like about anything, really.
What is your family's dynamic like?
My parents have been married for like 40 years.
Well, it could be called dismissed. Dismissed. Right? You've been dismissed.
High quality ideas that Netflix could use.
They can. I mean, I'd like you to pay us, but.
Complacent, I guess.
Okay.
Which I know it's not always going to be like interesting every day, but.
Potentially unpopular opinion, but I think he should talk to Sarah Ann either way. I think Laura should know about it and should like let him or whatever. And then if he is going to do weird stuff with Sarah Ann, he's going to find a way to do weird stuff with Sarah Ann anyway. Do you know what I'm saying?
So then at that point he would be like, it hinges on him being honest. Because then he could come back and say, you know what, I talked to Sarah Ann and I'm going to be with her instead. And that's the switch up.
Right.
That's the dismissal.
But if he's going to do that, he's going to do it anyway. So like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. That's just worst case scenario.
Okay.
Just like let him be a good guy or let him be a pig, you know?
Which direction do they usually go?
They usually go pig, honestly.
They usually go pig.
But you can't stop a pig from being a pig.
Riley, come here, baby.
Hi.
What did that like you open the door and go, ah! It almost seemed like a sim or something, you know? It's just like so like structured.
Yeah. Oh, parents.
Okay.
Oh, I love archery.
What?
Look at that little dog. Oh, that's a cute dog. Look at that dog.
That's a cute dog.
It might be the better.
Toning it out.
Yes. The minute I wake up, she's like, I hate you, and then like walks out of the room.
I believe it.
How often do you get to like be able to go on different dates with people who actually want like good intentions, and they've been background checked, and they've had a psychological eval?
Have
they do psyche evals? There's no way they do psyche evals.
If they do, it's a sham.
There's no way.
Although really good manipulative people can pass all that. So that is the other thing. So you're almost like selecting for the biggest psychos then.
I don't feel like they do psyche evals.
Like it's safer in the pods.
What do they have people do? Answer like a 5-question true false and then they're done?
It's like that like packet of questionnaires that they give people for Married at First Sight. They don't like match people, except you do like one of those online personality tests.
Yeah.
Like for here, the psyche eval is like, do you want to hurt people or something?
Saying if you're not sure about your choice, I would appreciate meeting up with you.
About this right now.
Oh, Jeremy's like, excuse me.
He didn't DM anybody. She DM'd him.
He was transparent about it.
He was transparent about it. That is the right thing.
And that is the right thing.
Phone in my hand, like, I cannot wait to show Laura this, because I was like, this is my opportunity to gain some trust. I see what you said, but I'm not going to respond to this out of respect.
You didn't
need to heart it. You didn't need to heart it.
Should have just done nothing with it.
No.
I was like,
it was fine. I'm over it.
It's still fine.
I'm mad about it. I don't like it. Hearting it is not the same as acknowledging it. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And he could have been like, hey, great to hear you. I enjoyed our time as well.
I'm very happy
Super
with
happy
Laura.
with Laura.
I might want to meet up with you to talk about like our split at some point, just to make sure everything's okay.
Right, but I'm good.
But I'm good. You'd have to really put that out there.
Yeah.
Like very much. If you were still going to talk to her, put that out that you're happy.
Yes. I don't like that he hearted it.
Yeah, I hear you.
And he does this thing with Hawaiian shirts, which is not my favorite.
They're awesome.
I love
Why is she so mad at Hawaiian shirts?
I don't know. I don't know why she cares so much what he wears.
Unless you're wearing them like a boogaloo kind of way. Like, no, I'm serious. Like, that's a little weird. I don't...
So then I'm like, okay, let me make a pros and cons list.
Well, nobody's perfect.
No. So I made a...
Nobody's perfect. She's like, no, listen to me.
I will find the perfect one. She is like...
She's too much for me.
She's too much. She's going to be alone. And I don't mean like she couldn't find like somebody to date, but she's not going to have a partner if she's this crazy picky. Right? I mean, I don't know.
Crazy picky.
I think they both really care, but seeing a little bit of button heads here today, I don't know if it's in jest or...
I feel like Laura could be kind of aggressive in jest. Because she's just aggressive. It's either in jest or serious, but she's kind of just aggressive.
Yeah, she's aggressive.
I love it. Why do you like? Well, because it's a sense of self-expression, and for me, like if somebody loves something, like I'm behind that.
To me, it was more like you're a grown-ass man that has a.
It doesn't feel like anything other than extreme pickiness to me. To me, she feels like she is perfect. And everything that she wants is totally reasonable because she's expecting perfection in her partner, and perfection looks like what she deems it to look like.
So is it like she would only consider like a super like movie star, attractive, incredibly successful, like really sharp Louis Vuitton wearing business suit guy to be perfect, or would that not even be perfect?
No, I don't even
like,
think that would be
perfect.
I feel like it has to be exactly what she thinks it is. I mean, it's like the neatness thing.
You know, I wonder though,
it's almost like he's too neat, so that's not her type of neat. So then she's not even really okay with like his level of neat.
Yeah.
Right.
I wonder if it's more of a she wants to mold who you are then, and if you do everything she says without any complaint ever, then maybe. And maybe part of the problem here is that she can't control Jeremy, and Jeremy's like, no, I like my shirts.
Yeah, she seems incredibly controlling.
I think maybe that's it. Maybe it's just a control thing.
So any styles of
that's really fun.
I also feel like it'd be a cool thing to do at the wedding.
Congratulations.
Thank you. You ready? You got us.
I'm a little worried about them because of his like preoccupation with the idea that they might at some point get pregnant and not be ready for it.
So what happens when you have sex? You have to be ready for the fact that you can get pregnant at any point.
Even if you're true with birth control. We are both failed birth control babies.
That's true. Both of us. Yeah.
So, like, you can still get pregnant. Like, I'm a failed IUD.
I'm a broken condom.
You're a broken condom.
I'm over here 99% effective. Because look at me. I wouldn't exist otherwise. Just use the condom. Right? Don't double up, though, because then neither of us would exist. Right?
Right, only use one mode of birth control.
I mean, that's don't take advice from us.
Then you'll get your own oops, baby.
Yeah.
We got something, don't wanna think about nothing.
Honestly, we're kind of evidence for why he feels this way. But I think we're great. My parents did not plan on me, but they're happy I'm here, and honestly, I feel loved. So
yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Forever in you, forever in you.
And I'm just picturing me, like, ruining their relationship. I'm like, me.
I'm the baby.
I'm the baby.
They're cute though.
I like him trying to like learn like a dance. It's like really important to her culture and stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
and he's willing. He is there.
That's cool. I like the colors, like the really bright green with the really bright orange.
Hello.
Yeah, I love his sweater.
And then like, in the combination, I'm almost getting like sherbet or something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Like the lime and the orange sherbet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Pink look, done, looking good.
Thank you. Finally to meet you.
Oh, that's cute.
Renovate and flip homes. I have like dreams of being like landlord.
Oh, no.
I don't like landlord.
Sorry,
thing.
I'm not on board.
I know people trying to make money, but like
doesn't consume me throughout the week.
What you do today?
I had a couple meetings today, this morning.
Yeah.
We trying to close this deal. It's like make or break for me.
I mean, we've had good landlords. We've been lucky.
Is he in sales? He said he's trying to close a deal.
Is closing the deal involve being on TV?
Thank you. One day you'll be, hot and cold too.
That's funny.
Convenience and comfort over coming back to the apartment, which obviously I get it if you have somewhere to be, but it's just like in the days or the moments where you.
So he's also avoiding actually living with her.
Yeah.
I think what she just said.
It's valid. It's a valid point. We are engaged, and you want to sleep with. You want to.
Is he not sleeping at the apartment? Why? I don't get it.
Honestly, with all of his like.
Days out the week, 2 days out the week, I'm just asking for stuff to be convenient for me for my business.
What is his business? Then he needs to sleep someplace else.
Sunday, I had an early rental, and I had to go to Lake Norman. Pineville is literally an hour away.
Oh, he's saying he lives somewhere else. Is he in like property management or something?
Seems like that. I almost hear what he says if he didn't say what he did about feeling like incapable of being faithful. You know, if you had a partner and you really trust and like, I'm busy and I'm moving around a lot.
Yeah.
And what he's saying, like the gas, the like driving and like, I gotta get up early the next day kind of thing.
So it's like, all right, where's Clay? But, you know, you got back, she works nightlife. She's gonna be coming home at 2 to 3 a.m. That hasn't happened.
Oh, and she, okay. So, like, he's gonna be there for what, like an hour or two while she's there, and he's not even gonna be awake? I don't know.
The nightclub thing, I didn't think about that. He's gotta get up early and she's going to bed late.
Yeah, but it's hard for them to, like, connect as a couple if he's never there.
Yeah.
Gossiping and stuff like that, those are not bonding. Those are not, I'm asking you though.
We've had a few moments, yes, for sure.
Oh my gosh, all of these couples are just struggling.
Now, I understand that you have to go to work and it's from one location, whatever, but if someone is important, you make the time.
Yeah.
So, like, they both have to bend for each other.
I love that. His mom is awesome.
His mom is awesome.
Because she was like, you need to understand that he's busy, but you need to find a way to be there with each other. Yeah.
And it's true.
That was
how
great.
are you going to get to know each other?
Yeah.
How are you going to know whether you're going to say yes or not if you're not actually living together, if you're not making the time for each other?
Yeah.
Because they're girls. You say they're nice girls, though.
They're nice girls, yeah.
I'm a nice girl, I think, sometimes.
I don't hang out with mean girls.
Does he have girlfriends?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Oh, here's a question. Did he sleep with one of his former friends or his current friends in the past? This is 100% making me think that he slept with one of his friends. Maybe not. Well, the clip. Okay, I keep on looking for it. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Maddie. Hi. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to be.
Or
she thinks that he did.
Yeah. They're being really nice to Chelsea right now.
They are. They're being really nice.
Held it. And
Good, it's beautiful.
You did good, babe.
We raised them right.
Yeah, we did.
Cheers to us.
So a lot of people out there, they'll say that men and women can't be friends.
Lies.
Jimmy's got 2 good female friends here.
Lies. Men and women can be friends.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I don't see a problem with it. I've had
Well,
a ton
he said he's never cheated, so you know, like he's got these friends and stuff, and like
I've had a ton of male friends. Like I really don't think that it's weird at all.
Yeah.
Like people are people.
Yeah.
I feel like I've matured so much and learned.
Also, like you and I have talked about this before, but like, does that mean that if you're bi, you can't be friends with anyone?
Or pan, like then you can't be friends. You can't have friends if you're attracted to like really kind of anybody in the right situation.
And just because you're like technically interested in like someone's gender doesn't mean that you're interested in that person.
That individual, yeah.
So it's such a weird thing.
With in past relationships is like my people hearing me out and hearing me.
You know, I'm listening to her and I'm like, okay, she's doing a good job. Chelsea is in this situation, and the communication style is completely different than like the end of the night the other day, because she has a just like normal tone and she's very confidently speaking and how perfect he is, and then later this night it's gonna be I want you to love me, and like those kinds of like there's like a way that her voice travels.
How emotional he is.
Oh, so he cried during.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Apparently he has a huge schlong, right? I don't know.
His friends.
What did she say?
Oh, so he cried during.
He cried during.
If you weren't clingy, then he'd be like, she fucking hates me.
Yeah. That's what he told me.
He
needs me to like give him
legs.
His friends are pretty great. They're roasting him pretty good.
Close guy friend, so one of my best friends is my ex-boyfriend. We just were better off as friends than we were partners. So
one of her friends. I don't think she's upset about a friend then, because she has a friend that's her ex-boyfriend.
She's also been cheated on though, so there's that thing that could impact her perspective.
That's true.
So she could be saying it's fine now, but what if...
At least she, somewhere in her head, knows it's not fair to bring that to her relationship with him.
He's like our brother, so.
Yeah.
They trust my judgment.
Well, that's the thing too, is like if those friends are your friends, then that's your friends. Yeah. And then you can all hang out.
Absolutely.
And it's not like...
Look at you. You little baker, you.
Giving housewife. Yay. Okay, I'm ready for your fam.
Oh, that's a cute doggy. Whose dog is that? Oh my goodness. They didn't even introduce that dog to us. What's wrong with that?
Who could that be?
I feel more comfortable with Johnny right now, the way he's like, who could that be? I'm like, that's like us, you know?
Yeah.
Very bombastic.
Time she's making drinks. I was like, I'm just looking at that. It's perfect. Like
John.
Oh, that little one, yeah. Is that an old schnauzer?
It looks like an old schnauzer.
Oh, I love an old schnauzer. They're cute. I love dogs.
To me the first day. But in the beginning I said that Johnny's here for a good time, not a long time.
I was like, when I was just looking at her, I was like, that's his sister.
Yes.
Do I see the connection? Then when it goes back between them, I'm like, they're definitely brother sister.
They're both his sisters.
Okay. Okay.
The love that you kind of showed me through the wall, as corny as it is to say, I was like, if he proposes, I will say yes.
They're cute.
That is.
Don't.
Oh, that's cute. They're really getting on.
Yeah. I mean, if she's won the sisters over.
Oh, for sure. It seems
good.
like she has. Although, there's nothing I don't like about her.
Who's going to meet her and be like, eh? Oh,
are they mad?
Stanley.
Of course she has a Stanley.
You left at 10:45, and we're out till 5 something.
Oh, this is Sarah Ann.
5 something?
What were you doing until 5 o'clock in the morning?
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay is
Sarah
not an
Ann
answer.
is what he was doing until 5 o'clock.
In order to not drag things out and make it worse, I was like, do I need to have a conversation with her?
Until 5 a.m.?
You hung back with Sarah Ann and was talking till 5 a.m.
Where?
Wow. Yeah, where is a good question.
Yes.
He's taking like these pretty weird pauses, and that could be editing too, but those pauses are evasive.
You're like, oh, that's your issue, not mine. I told you.
What is there that you have to deal with?
What do you
Being out till 5 a.m.
shut shit down with Sarah Ann?
Yeah.
You could have easily prevented all of this bullshit had you just responded appropriately.
When she DM'd you.
Yeah.
That's accurate.
It's true.
I don't like Laura, but like...
No, she's right.
Holy shit. No, I'm saying like I don't like her, but this is crazy.
Yeah. She's absolutely correct.
I'll say right now, I don't believe you.
I don't believe him either.
I don't believe him.
I don't believe him either.
All of his behavior is sus.
Sus as
I knew this was gonna happen.
Well, I mean, Sarah threatened it in the pods when she was leaving.
Threaten it.
She was almost like, this isn't the last you're gonna see me.
Shared my location with you. Like, just so you knew exactly where I was at.
How is that supposed to give any reassurance? Nor do I want to be engaged
And
with
he didn't tell her.
Exactly.
Until,
I don't
like,
want to be
right now.
engaged with someone where I need that amount of reassurance either. No.
And I was asleep. So what exactly did you want me to do? Stay up and follow your car?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's accurate.
And she's gonna be like, oh, why did you choose my wonderful son? I don't have anything nice to say right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either.
Oh, but you shared your location, so I'm supposed to be good.
Honestly, she's brutal.
Brutal, but truth.
That's accurate.
In the parking lot.
Until 3 hours after the bar
After
closes?
close, and that means how long in the bar, too?
You weren't even in South End. You were north of Uptown, which is where Sarah Ann lived.
Which is where Sarah Ann lives. Liar. Liar. Liar.
She knew where he was?
Liar.
Because of the shared location?
Liar.
Bet my bottom dollar that you were with Sarah Ann.
Wow, dude. Oh, wow.
What a
That's
snake,
messed
dude.
up. What a snake.
I was hoping that I could just say he was boring,
No,
but like,
snake.
Asshole, man.
Snake behavior.
And
No.
he just doesn't seem to give a shit at all. He's just gonna go text
No.
Sarah Ann.
No. This is why you can't give people a an inch, because they'll take a mile.
Every single couple on the season.
And then, like, he's upset. Like, you're
Right?
upset because you lied, sir.
Okay, we got one couple.
For me, it is kind of overwhelming.
I think he gives them the blessing and then she cries.
She cries from tears of joy.
Yeah.
That's such a fix.
I am attracted to her. I care about you a lot. And in reality, you were my number one still.
I keep forgetting that they've already showed us that scene. Does everybody everybody? I don't even...
Most of them make it to the last day, though.
That's
That
true.
doesn't really mean anything.
That's
Them
three. That we know
making
of
it
3
to
couples making it to the last day. Chelsea.
They didn't
Jimmy.
show. They showed nothing of Kenneth and Brittany. Nothing.
They're gone.
Are they done?
They're
done?
done.
They're done.
Everybody.
That was all
knows.
we got?
Yeah, they're done. They broke up.
Wow.
Unless they come back next episode, but they're not showing any previews either. I think they're done. I think
that's all it took.
If anybody, people probably aren't watching Married at First Sight, but there's a couple there that just broke up immediately. It was like,
but like nothing really even happened with Kenneth and Brittany, except Brittany was like, I need a little bit more from you, and he was like, no.
Which is horrible to laugh about.
Terrible. It's terrible. Then
people,
she cried, and then that's the last time we saw him.
Some people were saying that he just wasn't attracted to her.
I just don't think he wanted to put any work in, to be honest with you.
He wants to. Well, and he was like, you're making dinner. I'm gonna be on my phone. I'm gonna be out till 1.
I know.
Like none of it.
No.
Like I don't know what's up with these people thinking that you can go on a marriage show, pick somebody, be engaged, and then just like not build your relationship. We mentioned that in another video. It's like we have a good relationship because we built it.
Absolutely.
It takes time, and granted, we are around each other constantly right now, and I love it. But like it requires time to develop
and
like
it
what we
doesn't require
have.
like constant companionship. I mean, we were long distance for a large portion of our initial relationship.
Portion. Yeah.
So it really doesn't require all of that.
But it's like checking in, calling on the phone. Like we still made time for each other.
Absolutely.
Except for when you were working like busy seasons in public accounting, like where you were like sometimes we'd talk for like 30 minutes at most a day.
That was a terrible job.
But you were working like 13-hour days and stuff. Like that's
it was terrible.
I don't even think he's working that much, honestly. Like maybe he is.
It's hard though. I think
sure.
if you're in that kind of a career field, it's really tough to like, you're going to have to make the time. Like you're going to have to, like one of the reasons I was able
Invite
to do
to
that
school.
Was that you and I were really solid.
Yeah.
So I could continue to do that, prioritize my career, and you knew everything was okay and I knew you were there for me. If you don't have that already, you're going to have to make the time. Yeah, invite her to come to your school and help you with like some of the stuff that you do.
And if it's after school thing, like
invite
have your partner come.
her to come to church and like help you with some of the stuff there. Like you can't just
like he didn't want to incorporate her into his life at all.
Right, any of it, and then expect that it's gonna go well.
Okay, so that's them. They're gone.
Didn't see that coming.
Yeah,
I never do.
Unfortunately, heard they broke up.
Yeah,
and
yeah. So you knew that whole time.
And I was like, how is this gonna happen? And
You
then it just like puttered. Like, and that was it.
Just all of a sudden you're like, are they breaking up? Okay,
I'm like, is this really it?
Yeah.
I think Johnny and Amy are still going to be fine. He's a little.
They're fine.
He doesn't want to have oops babies because we're difficult to deal with.
He doesn't want him to go on and make YouTube videos.
Although we aren't trash talking our parents, so
that's true.
They're lucky. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. They're great. And then who else do we have? We've got AD and Clay.
Which we haven't seen a ton of, except that they're facing some of the same issues with Clay and AD. Not so much that either of them is working too much, but that their schedules are opposite.
Very conflicting.
Right. So that's hard.
Yeah.
But I'm not...
So relationship-wise, we didn't really see a whole lot. And I don't trust Clay.
I don't trust him either.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that he's going to be able to remain faithful to AD.
I mean... And I was like, there's all these cheating things in like less than 3 weeks, which blows my mind. I was wondering, I was like, in my head, I'm like, people are like, Clay's gonna cheat. And I'm
but
like,
it's everyone else except him.
It's
really.
everyone else but him. So let's call that out for a minute. And in my head, I'm like, oh, he could wait 3 weeks before he cheated on somebody, right? And then
Jeremy can't.
Maybe, but not Jeremy, and maybe not Jimmy. Like what?
So it's the same thing that I keep saying about Clay, and people keep saying I'm wrong, and then I'm going to get burnt. And like, you know what, maybe, okay, and I'm open to it. But like, Clay will put it out there. So he will say, I am worried about cheating.
I'm a cheater.
Jeremy will be like, no, I'm happy. Everything's great. And then be out until 5 a.m. with Sarah Ann.
At Sarah Ann's place.
And tell me nothing happened at her house.
No.
Because I don't believe it.
He couldn't even say it.
And then he lied about certain aspects of the night already. Like, I just don't believe nothing happened.
I agree. I
don't believe she was so upset that he went to her house and they
consoled her for 3 hours without touching each other's bodies.
Also, like, cheating is not just physical.
Yeah.
Like, cheating can be emotional.
Cheating is lying to your partner where you are until 5 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
That is.
And prioritizing.
And like talking and being like, oh, I'm so glad you're okay.
Prioritizing Sarah Ann's feelings and emotions over his partner's feelings and emotions. That, to me, is emotional cheating.
Here's one of the craziest things with that. I don't know if anybody would have faulted him if he just walked away from Laura and was like, Sarah, you're the one. I almost said that in one of the videos, or maybe I didn't. I cut it. And everybody, like, nobody seems to like Laura. Like, people have been like, go for it, bro.
But you don't
like,
treat people like
you
crap.
don't treat people like that.
You don't do that.
Not even somebody who's kind of awful or even horrible, like, deserves, like, to be, like, kicked around in awful ways.
So
like
what
that.
Laura's
like,
done
accountability is
not
what matters.
Deserving of Jeremy cheating on her.
She deserves accountability.
Yeah.
Nobody really deserves to be cheated on.
No.
Yeah. Jimmy, the Jessica, so I think I just want to reiterate.
Jessica's being shady as hell.
supported Jessica way too much in the pods, and I felt it was because I didn't like Jimmy that much. And I was like, Jimmy sucks. And then when she was like really harsh to him, I was like, yeah, I get it, girl. And then now I'm like that was wrong because she was kind of being like superficial there too. And then now we're here and it's like, yeah, of course that's Jessica. Like, not surprised at all, in a way.
It was also, I don't know, the fact that she's literally telling the camera guy, like, Chelsea's great, she's everything, but he's gonna, like, when he sees me, and it's just like, come on, like, stop it, knock it off.
So
like,
what she's saying is, I'm better than Chelsea.
Yeah.
And she can call it great all she wants, but she's lying. She's lying.
And
she
that's
doesn't think
messed
that.
up. Like, he chose somebody else. He's with that other person. Laura literally told her, yeah, I think he loves her. Mm-hmm. And she's still doing this thing where it's like, oh, well, but I look better than her. And it's just gross behavior.
It's this I can get him, so I will thing.
Yeah.
And then as soon as they get together, it'll putter out in like 1 month, and then that'll be it.
It's stupid and superficial and obnoxious. And
That's
I wanted to
behavior.
believe that her comment at the end was just her being like, you're going to see like me and the life that you missed out on. And you're gonna regret it, right? Mm-hmm. Which is also like, who, when you've been spurned, sometimes you say some stuff.
Sometimes you get a little angry and you're like, yeah.
But for her to maintain that now, like weeks later, and continue to say the same kind of stuff, and then when clearly the camera people are looking at her with a side eye, and then she's like, it's true. Like, that's garbage behavior.
I don't remember that.
I don't like
I'm
that.
sure it happened.
I don't like that at all, her doing that.
Yeah.
That was nasty. Anyway, I don't know, because Jimmy keeps being weird and saying that
Jimmy's gonna suck. We saw what Jeremy did, which he's like, I'm fine, everything's fine, I'm above board, and then he cheats.
I know,
like,
but
Jimmy's like, I'm above board,
and
then he's like texting her and DMing her and like whatever, friending her, liking things, and then he's like, I'm above board. I know, I love you, while he's on his phone. Like,
did we see clips of Chelsea and Jimmy at the altar?
We saw Chelsea in a dress.
We did.
We did not see Jimmy, but she ended up linking up with Trevor in 3 weeks?
Because we saw Clay and AD, but we didn't see Jeremy and Laura.
We did not. I think Jeremy and Laura split. We know Kenneth and Brittany are pretty much
Jeremy cheated on her.
Yeah, and that's done. And honestly, so the only respect I have for Laura is that she's going to respect herself and leave.
Yeah.
And I support that.
So.
I support that.
I support that too.
That sucks. Like,
this season.
I
don't like cheating. I really don't like watching
There's too much of it this season too.
I don't like it. Don't do it.
What are we doing here? So these people have all had psyche vowels, and like, so Jeremy's had a psyche eval, and he's like, this is such a great way to meet people.
It isn't like a psych eval problem. It's just like people cheat, Well, I just don't want to see so much of it.
These people are crazy, man. Like, sure, he doesn't have like. Maybe he's not diagnosable.
My favorite that he shares. He shares his location with her, and then forgets, and then goes to Sarah Ann's house and forgets that his location is shared.
And then he uses it as a chip in that conversation. I shared my location with her, and she's like, "Yeah, you were with Sarah Ann." What an idiot from a numbers guy. Like, who the is this clown?
I don't know. Yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. I don't like it. And now we have to wait. What is it now? They'll give us 2 episodes next time, Wednesday. And then the final finale, and then the reunion are separate weeks.
Yeah.
My nerves.
Yeah.
I can't handle it.
I think the horribleness of this season, though, is like the toxicity of every relationship. And I think that's what is like really kind of shocking.
It's hard to watch.
They really can't get anything good going here. And so that's back to what I said at the beginning of this season, and that's that there is no intention in the show behind actually making good couples. It's all about the drama. And that's gross. And that makes me feel kind of sad.
They have less control, though, because the people are choosing for themselves.
I hear you.
They don't have, the producers have
So is it
less
just
control.
everybody that goes on the show, though? Like, is is it but then is it the design
People
of the
are
show
flawed.
drives people to cheat?
No, people are flawed.
So they're not getting a good cross section of people that actually want to be there for a normal relationship.
No, I don't think that's what it
That's
is.
what
I think you have a bunch of people that were caught between two people, and then temptation
Which is
when
the
you're
design.
caught between two people and you're not happy, perfectly happy in the relationship that you're in, the temptation is, well, what would this experience have been like with this other person?
And that's the whole point.
And
of
it's
like
too strong a pull. I mean, it's literally 3 of them.
It's the only ones that don't have that. Well, it was 2 couples.
Clay and AD didn't have that. Kenneth and Brittany didn't have that.
AD did have a thing, but
well,
right.
Matt is not.
It wasn't
a
the
thing.
same. She didn't hold on to that.
And then Johnny and Amy didn't have that.
Johnny and Amy didn't
they're
have
the
that.
ones that are not dealing with the fallout of these things.
And I guess like Kenneth and Brittany did not have other people, but
No.
they didn't cheat. They just
No.
they just sort of puttered out. And they're like, we're not going to do this.
Yeah, their compatibility just like wasn't there.
what we thought it was.
Right.
Well, I'm curious what y'all think.
Yes.
And
just don't tell me that you think cheating is okay, please.
That's
I don't
the only
want to hear
thing.
that.
Like, it's
just
really
don't
not.
do that.
It's really not.
Just don't do that. Okay.
Oh, I will say this.
What?
And I know this is an argument that some people make, so I'm going to throw
no.
it out there.
Don't.
Some people say, especially for people in like really abusive relationships, sometimes cheating's the only way to get out.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that.
Okay, because that's
fine with that.
like there's a safety element where you're like, if you leave an abusive partner, sometimes like you have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
And like
I'm fine
and
with
not that
that.
you're like using somebody to get out, but then
No,
you're
no.
you
Like I
attach to
said
somebody
before,
that's safe and stuff.
There are some scenarios, and that's a scenario where like you got to do what you got to do.
And then
I think
and I think not everybody's gonna agree with that.
Jeremy
but
wasn't
I've
in
heard
that situation, okay?
Jeremy wasn't. It wasn't healthy, but it wasn't that
Jeremy
unhealthy.
could have just walked away from the
At
damn
any point.
show.
There's literally enough.
He literally could have just chosen Sarah Ann, but he wanted to have his cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
And that no.
It's like half these people.
No,
But we had a lot of
sir.
cake last week.
We did eat a lot of cake last week.
Yeah, so we did have our cake and eat it too, but not like that. Okay. Like I said, I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Yes.
I guess we're gonna be back with our wrap-up episode.
Yes.
Comment wrap-up.
Yep.
Before next Wednesday.
And then we'll have a couple of days off from
Oh.
creating
Hopefully.
Love is Blind content.
It'll be the first time in like since all this started.
Man,
Before all this
there's
started.
like a gnat that is.
Yeah, I know. Where are they even coming from? It's winter.
Don't know.
I don't know. It's your plants, I bet. I bet they're
do you
like
think?
habitats, yeah.
Okay, yes. Like, subscribe if you would like to continue watching this absolute show with us. And future ultimatum, perfect match. We're here for it all, honestly.
Yeah.
Just indefinitely. We're just
And
here.
if you have
This is
other
what we do
suggestions,
now.
we'd like to hear it. So yeah. We'll see you next time.
Yes.
All right,
bye.
Thank you. Bye.
And then I got it knocked, and I started going,
Ridiculous.
Oh, that was a tearjerker.
Hey, we're gonna go on a cruise this summer. You should come with us.